Hey guys, I'm Caroline. I'm a 3-year upper and I'm from Hampton, New Hampshire, and I'm going to show you around Exeter. So welcome to Downer Fitness Center. This is where we lift as a team 2 times a week, and we focus on a lot of strength and conditioning, especially focusing around knees and helping us make sure that we don't have any ACL injuries, and we build up lots of muscle and get nice and strong for the season. And then if you see over here, we have ellipticals and bikes and treadmills. And then in the back, you'll see there are the medicine balls that we work and we throw down on the ground. And then over here, you'll see there's more actual weights here. We do deadlifting and bench pressing in season. And then over here, I have our strength and conditioning coaches, Coach Fish and Coach Doran. They're really great. They help us when we're lifting, obviously, and we're in here. This is our favorite wall ball location. As you see, it's a nice open wall, and a lot of the teams in the off season and even in season likes to play wall ball together here. We get music, we get everyone together, and it's a great way to prepare for the season. Welcome to the field house. This is where we have captain's practices 2 times a week in the winter when it starts to get cold. Varsity and JV players are there, so it's a great way for the whole program to get to know each other and also work on our skills for the season. In the fall, we have captain's practices outside on Sundays, and this is a great way for everyone just to have fun and shoot around while also getting ready. And also the field house opened up in the winter of 2018, so it's a very new facility. Welcome to the Fisher Squash Center. This is where our squash courts are, obviously. And over here, you'll see sometimes we'll do warming up stuff in here if we can't get outside, but this is where squash is. Also in this building, we have 3 basketball courts, 2 ice rinks, and one of New England's nicest swimming pools. And then we also have 16 tennis courts outside.
What are all these things, Caroline, behind you?
Over here, these are herbs. So this is where the crew team gets ready for their season. Welcome to the Gold Center for Theater and Dance. This is also another brand new building on campus. It opened up last fall, and this is where we have a variety of different performances, and we have different musicals too, like we just had The Secret Garden last winter. And here we have 3 stages and 2 dance studios, and at Exeter, it's really easy to be involved in both athletics and the arts. So you can be on the lacrosse team while still being able to sing and perform in the musical. Over here we have some of the dorms on campus. That is Wentworth, that's a boys' dorm. Right over here is Amon, it's a girls' dorm. And over here is Silly, another boys' dorm. And there are mainly residential buildings on this side of campus. This is called the South Side. And these dorms range from anywhere between 20 people for the smaller houses to 60 people, which is the largest girls' dorm on campus, named Dunbar. And a unique thing about Exeter is that you're actually in the same dorm all 4 years. So it builds a really nice culture between the younger kids and the older kids, because the older kids can help out the younger kids, yet also the younger kids lighten everything up at times. And also it creates a cool dorm pride culture. So at Exeter, whenever you introduce yourself in front of the whole school, you introduce yourself like this. So I'd say, "Hi, I'm Caroline, I'm a 3-year upper, I'm in Dunbar Hall," and then your whole dorm screams back, "Dunbar!" Yeah, and it's just is a great support for you if you're nervous about anything. You know you have your whole dorm behind you. Since I'm from Hampton, I'm a day student because I live just 10 minutes away from campus. But as a day student, you actually get an affiliated dorm. And with that dorm, you do everything with the dorm, but you just don't sleep in it at night. So I keep my stuff in my dorm, and I also do all the activities with the dorm as well. So on Academy Life Day, which is a day for all the dorm bonding activities to be done, no classes are on that day. You do everything with them. So some dorms like to go to the beach, others paint pottery in the dining hall, and it's a really great way to get to know everyone, and also for day students to become more involved in dorm life.
Caroline, what are all these buildings?
These are also all dorms. So over there is Webster, that's McConnell, and across over that way is Dunbar, that's my affiliated dorm.
What happens on this quad when the weather is warm?
we all come outside and we play spike ball together. So people get music, you can sit around and these red chairs come out on the quad in the springtime, and everyone just has a fun time playing spike ball. Sometimes there's a volleyball net up, and it's a great way to celebrate spring. Welcome to the Class of 1945 library. It's actually the largest secondary school library in the world with just under 300,000 online and printed volumes. And here you'll see there's a harkness table in the center. That is because at the end of every term, usually history and religion classes have a research paper here. And the librarians are all really great at putting together different resources for us, including reserves where we put all of our books for our subjects there. And it's a great way just to be able to get to know the library. At the beginning of the year, you do different things like library scavenger hunts with your English class in your prep fall. And I know it's a really big building, but it helps for you to get to know it better.
Do you ever study in here, Caroline?
Yeah, I do a lot of my homework in here at night. I do more of the quieter, like history readings in here, English readings, and then a lot of the times I'll do my math homework somewhere else where I can talk more and be more social, I guess, while doing my homework. And then also on the third floor, we have 2 glass study rooms with Apple TVs, and we airplay different things to those Apple TVs, like graphs. You can do group work in there. You can write equations on the walls because it's all whiteboards too. And then also on the second and third floors, we have these things called carrels. And those are basically little cubicles, and you can lock your books in there. It's a great place to do quiet work. Welcome to the north side of campus. This is where we have mainly academic buildings. There's still a few smaller dorms on this side of campus, but they're also all academic buildings over here. Over here you'll see we have the church. This is where we have things like meditation, which is where a senior reads a long piece reflecting on something that changed them as a person, or a faculty member in the fall. And we also have different non-religious organizations meet in here, like some clubs will, like my club Gal Pals meets in here on Tuesdays nights in the basement. And then over here we have the music building. This is where we have all different music practices. You can have private music lessons here. So last fall I actually took ukulele lessons, and it's a really great way to get to know a new instrument and also just be involved in more different activities on campus. We also have a different variety of a cappella groups as well, and they meet in there. And then over here we have the art building. So this is where we have all different types of arts. We have ceramics, 3D design, drawing and painting. We also have photography as well. So you can be involved in both the arts and do your academic classes, and also be on the lacrosse team too here at Exeter. And then over here we have the academy building. This is where we have math, religion, philanthropy classes, and also assembly. And we also have classical languages. So assembly is where the whole school comes together 2 times a week, and it's mid-morning around, and we have all different amazing speakers from all around the country come. Some are Exeter alumni like Dan Brown, and then we've had also a Nobel Prize physicist come one time, and it's a really great way just to hear other people's stories and new things that they bring to the table. Welcome to the Academy Center. This is a student life building on campus. There are no academic classes. And right here, this is Agora. This is where a bunch of kids usually hang out. People are doing work, they're just talking, eating food from Grill, which is right over this way. And Grill's another place on campus where kids will do their homework and just hang out with friends. And Grill sells all different sorts of snacks, including the Grill cookie, which is a favorite of a lot of students. It's a chocolate chip cookie, 50 cents, and it is so good. Welcome to Grill.
Caroline, tell me about where people eat here, and how's the food, and what do they do to get food when they're hungry?
Yeah, so the dining halls on campus, we actually have 2 of them, and one of them's always open throughout the day. So from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. you can always get food from one of the dining halls, which is free. It's included in your tuition. And so There we can have all different food options. They have vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free. So if you have any specific dietary needs, you can always find something to eat in the dining halls, which is great. And the food is really good. We have hot food options, we have a salad bar, a sandwich bar, and a panini machine too, which is really great if you just want to have a quick grilled cheese or something and get on. Welcome to Phillips Hall. This is where we have English class and modern languages. Over here we actually have Coach Breen's classroom. So you come in, you'll see that there's a big harpist table in the center. This is because all of Exeter's classes, including math and science, are harpist-based learning. And this is a discussion-based learning style where you have 12 students in a class and one teacher, and the students talk about the topic at hand. Usually in English classes, it's a book or poems that they're reading, and the teacher basically stays out of the discussion, only guides it in certain places if needed, and the students build off each other's points, and it's a really great way of learning for me, especially because I found in my old school, during math class or something, I'd be zoning out. I'd be thinking about, oh, like what's for dinner tonight or something like that. This is a dorm room, and you'll see this is where you do all of your work, you sleep, obviously, and then also you can have your friends over and you can hang out at night too. And in the dorms is where I found that people formed some of the strongest connections between their best friends. And there's something about living together and going through the Exeter experience together that makes you so close. And also about the dorms, anything with this oak color, you get with the room. So you get a desk, a bed, chair, and these shelves. So this is a little bit of a smaller room, and at Exeter, kids can have either a single or a double, and it just depends on what you'd like to do. A lot of kids have a double their first year at Exeter, but then later we'll move into a single room, but it really depends on what you preferences for roommates and other things like that.